everyone, it's Dawn. Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to film a video for you doing a fluffy brow routine. I usually am very quick and speedy with my brows, and I usually just use the Kosas Air Brow, and this is a fiber brow product that attaches to the existing hair you currently have and fills it in, and it's tinted and it's really quick and easy. But sometimes you want to go a little bit extra with your brows, especially if you're trying to get a certain brow look that might be a little bit trendy or something like that. And I usually don't follow trends with my brows. I did in the 90s and I overplucked my brows, and so I don't have as much brow hair as I had back then. And I think that as we age, we just lose brow hairs. It just happens as we age. Things thin out. Our skin thins out, our hair thins out, our brows thin out. But we can fill in our brows either using a brow pencil or pen, or there's so many wonderful products. I happened to be at Sephora the other day, and there was a makeup artist from Anastasia doing a brow makeover on a client, and several of us ladies that were just shopping in Sephora watched her do the routine. She didn't mind at all. She invited us to watch because we kind of stopped and looked, and she said, "You can watch. I'm going to be filling in brows on a client that was missing a lot of brow hairs. She didn't have as many brow hairs as I have." It was an interesting demo, and I had a lot of the products already in my Anastasia stash of brow products. These are all my brow products, not just Anastasia, but I have tried basically everything on the market for brows. But I wanted to replicate the look that she did on this client, doing a fluffy brow look, a natural fluffy brow look, and I don't have naturally fluffy brows. I did when I was really younger. I had a lot of brows. I had really thick brows when I was younger. And then of course the 90s happened, and I plucked them because all the models and actresses and everybody that was like what I was looking at in culture had very thin eyebrows, and I think many of you can relate. And then as time went on, I just lost more brows. So I am going to show you in like 4 steps, 3 or 4 steps, how I can make my brows look a little more natural and fluffy and youthful. So I am just going to use all Anastasia Beverly Hills products because that's what I have. I only had to purchase one product that I was out of, and this is a product that I've loved for a very long time. It was what I used before I found the Kosas Air Brow with the fibers in it, and this is just the Anastasia Beverly Hills tinted brow gel, and I have mine in the shade Caramel, and that's the best one for matching with my hair. And they do have a clear one, which is really nice too. So if you do have brow hairs, this would be the first step. If you don't have brow hairs, then you would just skip this step. So the first thing I'm going to do is just brush this through my brows. And it just kind of fills them in a little bit, and it adds a little bit of color onto some of the brows that are turning white. So that's what I do first. Okay, now that I have the brow gel brushed through my brows, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I have mine in the shade Strawburn, which is perfect for my strawberry blonde hair color. My brows really match my hair when I use this, and it's got a very fine tip, as you can see. And what I do now is I just go in, I kind of ignore this part right here, and I just go in and draw like little brows here where I might be missing some hairs, and I just try to do like hair-like strokes to make it look as if I have brow hairs. And the great thing about this product is that it is pretty waterproof, and if you sweat or work out or something like that, you're not going to sweat it off and lose your brows partway through the day. And this is a great product for those of you who don't have any brow hairs and you're completely drying on your brows. And then at the end here where I have the towel, I like to drag the towel like that to make my brows look longer. And I do like hair-like strokes, but it does kind of just look like I've penciled them in. But from a distance where I'm speaking to most people aren't like right up close with a magnifying mirror, I think that it looks pretty pretty natural and makes my brows look fluffier. And then the next thing I'm going to do is go in with this Anastasia highlighting pencil, and it comes in like 2 different shades. One is definitely more nudie or white, and the other one is more pink like my skin, and that's the color I'm going to go in with. And I just go like right below where I sort of penciled in those brows, and I just go right beneath it, not up into it, and clean it up to make it look nice and neat. And then lastly, I go in with the clear brow gel, and a product that I really like to use too is the Brow Freeze, and this is also an Anastasia product. I think Morphe makes a nice one too. I know they used to. I don't know if they still do. Either one will do. I know a lot of people use soap brows. If you've ever watched any videos on soap brows using like a glycerin soap, you could do that. But this is just the easiest product that I've found. And I use the same spoolie on my empty clear gel from Anastasia. If you don't want to use the Brow Wiz, which really or the Brow Freeze, which really freezes your brows into place, this works really well, and it's really handy to have around. So that's what I do. And that is how it looks for my fluffy natural brow routine. And now I'm just going to quickly do the other side. As you can see, this brow is completely done and looks much better than this brow. So let's do the other side real quick. Brow gel in Caramel. Brow Wiz in Strawburn. This brow is thinner than the other brow, so I have to take a little more time. And then Brow Freeze on my little spoolie from my clear brow gel. And this just sets everything like almost like, they won't be crunchy like hairspray, but they will not budge, even if I get sweaty at a workout or something like that. And so my brows are definitely sisters, not twins. And so they're slightly different in shape and position on my face, but that's how they look after my fluffy natural brow routine. And I hope this was helpful to you. I think it makes a little bit of a difference having a longer tail and just making everything look fluffier. I feel like it's a much more youthful look, and I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know, ask any questions or comments down below, and I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day. I'll see you next time.